Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss further on the chapter What is Government? And today our topics are Universal Adult Franchise, Conflict and the Role of Government, Equality and Justice. So let's move ahead. First we are going to discuss on the topic Universal Adult Franchise, which means voting. Yes, this is the fundamental principle of democracy. Now before we move ahead with Universal Adult Franchise, let's learn about the meaning of the term franchise and adult franchise. Now franchise means right to vote. It is derived from a French word franc, which means free, and adult franchise means adult citizen when they are free to vote or has got the right to vote. So we can say that the voters, when they are getting their right to vote, that is what Universal Adult Franchise means. So voters must be 18 years of age, and there is no discrimination in relation to the education, gender, property, or whether a person is rich or poor. So in spite of all these gaps, people can give vote if he or she attains the age of 18. Now, Article 326 of the Constitution of India provides universal adult suffrage. The voting age has now come down from 21 to 18. Anybody who has completed 18 years of age, irrespective of his caste, creed, sex, or religion, is eligible to vote in general elections. This is one of the most revolutionary aspects of Indian democracy. So, this right to vote is included in the Article 326 of the Indian Constitution, where anyone, irrespective of his caste, creed, gender, religion, can give vote if he has completed the 18 years of age. Now, when we talk about votes for women, that is women's suffrage movement, it was again a great struggle to gain same voting right as men. Voting was limited to white adult males who owned property. Many people thought that property owners had the strongest interest in good government. Therefore, they were the best qualified to make decisions. But after a long struggle, after the women's suffrage movement was started, women also started gaining right to vote. Now, we will see when was Universal Adult Franchise granted. As you can see here, a list of countries have been given with the year from which they have got the right to vote. New Zealand has got the right to vote since 1893, Russia 1917, Germany 1918, Netherlands 1919, Britain 1928, Sri Lanka 1931, Turkey 1934, France 1944, Japan 1945, India 1950, Argentina 1951, Greece 1952, Malaysia 1955, Australia 1962, America 1965, Spain 1978, and South Africa got the right to vote in the year 1994. So this was all the list of the countries which has got the freedom of vote. Now, there are conflicts between people. When conflict occurs between people, here comes the role of government to play. So whenever people form groups, they tend to emphasize the things that make their group better than the other one or different from the other one. This happens in the fields of sport, culture, religion, and the workplace, and can sometimes change from healthy competition to destructive one. So, here in these all areas, conflict might arise because when groups arise, the groups, they tries to make their own group better than the other one. So here conflict arises. It can be in many different areas. Now, the role of government in conflict resolution strategies we will see. That is structural and institutional change, justice and healing, violence prevention, conflict response and transformation, restorative justice, transitional justice, trauma healing, humanitarian action, government and multilateral efforts, non-violent social change, dialogue or conflict resolution strategies, education, development, dealing with transnational and global threats, law, advocacy and solidarity. Now we will be talking about two important terms, that is equality and justice. When we talk about equality, it is ensuring individuals or groups of individuals are not treated differently or less favorably on the basis of the specified protected characteristics, including areas of race, gender, disability, religion or belief, sexual orientation and age. So equality means not treating differently or less favorably on the basis of these all reasons. Now, there are 4 types of equality: civil, political, economic and social. Now, when we are talking about civil equality, it implies equality of the citizens before the law. Every citizen of the state should be treated similarly or equally by the constitution, the law and the governing institution, irrespective of the race, religion, sex, caste, creed, language, views and beliefs. When we talk about political equality, it implies that all citizens should have access to similar political rights. They may include the right to vote, to contest election, to voice one's political opinion and criticizing the government policies, and also to actively participate in governance. Economic equality. In recent years, economic equality is acquiring greater significance than political equality. We can see that the rich people are becoming richer, whereas the poor are becoming poorer. So there is a lot of economic inequality. Economic development, adequate employment, reasonable wages, etc. falls in the category of economic equality. Now, talking about social equality, by large and civil, political and economic equality enable democracy in letter only. It is social equality that enables democracy in spirit. That is, when we talk about gender discrimination, when we talk about racial discrimination, discrimination on the basis of casteism, all falls into the category of social equality. Now, talking about justice. Justice or fairness refers to the idea that an action or decision is morally right, which may be defined according to ethics, religion, fairness, equality, or law. Justice and its execution is one of the basic and instinctive needs of human beings. That's why justice plays an effective and major role in studying the organizations and individuals, either inside or outside of it. Now, talking about equality and justice. Equality is accepting and giving everyone equal position or treatment by the society, whereas justice is the quality of being just, righteous or fair in every aspect. Equality can be used in a general sense, and justice mostly related to legal interpretations. Equality is more related to a social concept, whereas justice is more related to a legal concept. Equality emphasizes equal or similar status or treatment for everyone, whereas justice emphasizes just and impartial treatment for everyone according to accepted moral or fair conduct. So this was all about today's discussion. Thank you, everyone.